Let me start by saying that our first responsibility has always been protecting the safety and the security of our citizens serving in Afghanistan and around the world. As we have said all along, the increased tempo of the Taliban military engagement and the resulting increase in violence and instability across Afghanistan is of grave concern. Our embassy in Kabul has been on ordered departure since April 27th, and we've been evaluating the security situation every day to determine how best to keep those serving at our embassy safe. This is what we do for every diplomatic post in a challenging security environment. Accordingly, we are further reducing our civilian footprint in Kabul in light of the evolving security situation. We expect to draw down to a core diplomatic presence in Afghanistan in the coming weeks. In order to facilitate this reduction, the Department of Defense will temporarily deploy additional personnel to Hamid Karzai International Airport. Secretary Blinken, together with Secretary Austin, had an opportunity to speak with President Ghani to coordinate our planning earlier today. Let me be very clear about this. The embassy remains open, and we plan to continue our diplomatic work in Afghanistan. The United States will continue to support consular services, and that includes the processing and operations of the Special Immigrant Visa Program, and will continue to engage in diplomacy with the Afghan government and the Afghan people. Additionally, we will continue our focus on counterterrorism. At the same time, our efforts to relocate interested and qualified Afghan SIV applicants will continue to ramp up. To date, Operation Allies Refuge has brought to the United States more than 1,200 Afghans who work side by side with Americans in Afghanistan. That includes interpreters and translators, along with their families. Additional flights will begin landing daily, and you're going to see the total number grow very quickly in the coming days and the coming weeks. We'll begin implementing these measures soon in close coordination with allies and partners. For operational security reasons, I can't go into further details on the next steps, but as we have long said, we are committed to supporting Afghanistan and its people. That commitment remains.
Well, you say it will remain open. Will it remain open in its current location?
Well, let me be very clear, because this is a point I want to leave no uncertainty about. The embassy remains open. We continue our diplomatic work, our diplomatic mission in Afghanistan. We will continue to do the priority functions. That includes supporting peace, security, assistance, cooperation on counterterrorism, consular services, as we've been talking about, especially in the context of the Special Immigrant Visa Program. We are always, as I said at the top, reviewing the environment, and especially complex operating environments. And of course, that includes Kabul. And so today's announcement is really a continuation of one of our most important responsibilities. And that is doing all we can to ensure the safety, security, the welfare, the well-being of our people. As you know, we went on ordered departure in Kabul on April 27th with an eye to the security environment. But since then, and going forward, we are going to continue to prioritize these key areas, knowing that our partnership with the Afghan government and our partnership with the Afghan people will be enduring, and so that will continue.
But that doesn't, sorry, but my question was, is the embassy going to remain open in its current location?
The embassy remains open. Matt, we are all.
To the second part of the question, will it remain open at its location, or is it going to the airport?
We are always evaluating the situation on the ground. We are planning for all contingencies. This was a contingency, in fact, that we had planned for. So I'm not going to entertain hypotheticals. I'm not going to go into what additional contingencies may arise. But it's very important to say that our embassy remains open and our diplomatic mission will endure.
Yeah, but
it's not a hypothetical. Is the embassy staying at its current location, or is it moving locations to the airport?
Christina,
Or anywhere else?
the embassy remains open in its current location. I'm not going to entertain hypotheticals from there. Okay.